Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Gary here. It's June 1st. Man, I've never recorded one this late. Maybe one. It's 7:15 in Cincinnati. Today's show, I got kind of a late start. I had a lot going on today, so I couldn't do one this morning. But I know exactly what I wanted to talk about this morning. Today's show is going to be called "Can't Trust a Fart." And for those people out there watching this show tonight, over the age, I think anywhere over the age of 35, 40, you got to be real careful. Pulling your finger out and say, "Pull my finger." You know that old saying, "Pull my finger," and someone pulls your finger and you fart. Because Mother Nature, biologically, will give you a little bit more than you bargained for if you're over a certain age. I mean, when you're in your teens and 20s and probably even your 30s, you could hold it in. You could fart all day and then lock it right up right after. But after 40, let's just say after 40, you better let it out real slow. If you got a fart, you got something coming up, better let that thing out in little bits, real slow. Because you don't know what else is going to come behind it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Women too. Women too. Before I go into my story, you can go on YouTube tonight and type in female reporter interviewing someone, female reporter interviewing someone wearing white pants shits herself. The video's been out for 100 years. It is hilarious. I think she's Swedish, and she's got the mic in this guy's face. She's not speaking English. It's like it's Swedish. And she's talking to this guy with the mic in his face. And all of a sudden she goes, "Oh," and puts her hand down on her stomach. And he's going, like that, talking to her. And she turns around and she does the penguin walk. Or you know what the penguin walk is, right? You're shuffling your feet really close together towards the exit. And there's a big mesh of brown fucking shit in her pants. Watch the video. It's on YouTube. You can't miss it. Female reporter wearing white pants shits herself in an interview. It's hilarious. So this was back in the early 90s. I had wing guys I used to go drinking with, and all the time it was always me, Tommy, my brother Pete, and Rick. The four of us. We used to go everywhere together. Well, this one summer, my buddy Bruce, whose family is from Tennessee, invited me to go down to Tennessee with him for an RV and boat show. Because he's into boats and his parents have RVs. Oh, they have two RVs. Camper trailers. Big camper trailers. If you've ever been in a camper trailer, if you've never been in one, you need to check one out. It's like a house, and they come on wheels. Anyway, Tommy came along with me. I said, "Hey, can I bring Tom?" Because Tommy had boats. Tommy was big on boats. And he goes, "Yeah, sure, the more the merrier." So we cruised on down. We stayed for 3 days. We get to this huge camper, RV camper, camper trailer and boat show. It was like in a fairgrounds area in Tennessee. I remember it was like 91 or 92, right in there. I was in my early 30s. Tommy was in his late 40s, because Tommy was older than the rest of us. He was just the older guy, the senior guy in our gang. And Tommy had this thing. He was a heavy drinker. Drank like, if Tommy drank 8 beers in one day, that wasn't enough. He usually 12-pack, easily 12-pack. And he was one of these kind of pranksters. He'd always say, "Hey, pull my finger." And his claim to fame was, "I could fart anytime you asked me to fart." And he would laugh and laugh and laugh. He thought that was the funniest thing. This guy was in his early 40s, mid 40s, and he thought that was the funniest thing. He must have been doing it since he was in high school. So we're at this RV show. We're walking through all these camper trailers. And we walk into this one camper trailer. This thing was like 50 feet long. It was beautiful. Now, the camper trailers their bathrooms are really tiny. The showers are tiny. The biggest part is like the kitchen area, and the living room area is nice. And they have a nice bedroom in the back. And Tommy's on beer number 6. And we're all slopping down food. Nasty, fair food. Hot dogs, corn dogs, chili dogs. We were eating all that grub. And we get outside the camper trailer, and we're standing there waiting, and we're all drinking draft beer. And Tom goes to Bruce, he puts his finger out, "Pull my finger." I said, "Bruce, don't pull his finger. He hasn't grown up yet." And Bruce goes, I'm entertaining. I'll get him. And he pulls his finger, and Tom leans over, and you can hear it fart. And then he pushes again. He's like, and then he stops. He goes, like he just saw a ghost. I said, what happened, Tom? You all right? He goes, he's all of a sudden, you see him putting his legs together. And he had on these blue jeans, just regular blue jeans. He goes, I got to find a bathroom. Guys, I got to find a bathroom. I got to find a bathroom. Bruce goes, well, there's some porta potties when we walked in over there. And the porta potties were quite a ways away. And Tom goes, no, I can't wait that long. Guys, watch the door of this camper trailer. I'll be right back. And I said, Bruce, Bruce goes, Tom, what are you doing? He goes, just watch the fucking door. Don't let anyone come in. Tom goes into camper trailer. He's in there for about 3-4 minutes, comes back out. He goes, all right, I got to go clean it up. I got to finish this thing off. I just had to clean it up really fast in there. We got to go find those porta potties. We got to go. I got to get this cleaned up. I said, what did you do? Because I shit myself, Gary. I fucking shit myself. Case in point, you can't trust a fart. Well, it finally caught up to him, right? So now he's doing the penguin walk real slow. And he goes, get behind me, Gary. Get behind me. I don't want anyone to see the mass. And you can see he had blue jeans on. So he looked like he just got his ass side wet. But I could smell the odor coming off of it, if you know what I mean. And I'm walking behind him. Well, Bruce goes back into the camper trailer to see what he did. He comes back out and he goes, oh my God, Gary. Gary, he left his underwear in the dry toilet in the camper trailer. Because if they're on display, there's no water going through them. So he took his jeans off, took his underwear off with the shit that was in it, dumped it in the toilet, shut the lid, and put his pants on, came back, and what a fucking pig, right? So we get back up there, and we're walking up to the porta potties. Tom goes, hey, Gary, go on. Gary, can you go to that concession stand and get me a bunch of paper towels? Get me a bunch of napkins. Get me a bunch of napkins. I got to clean my ass off. He was in the porta potty for about 10 minutes. Gave him he said, get me a cup of water. It was before there was bottled water. So I got him a cup of water from the concession stand. And he's doing a little bath in there, cleaning his ass. It ran all the way down his leg, he said. That was the first time I'd ever seen a man shit himself. And it couldn't happen to a better guy. Because Tommy always believed that, pull my finger, listen to me fart. And his fart stunk bad. I mean, his diet was so fucking horrible, It was just horrible. But yeah, I never forgot that. But can you imagine being the RV representative? The RV representative that had to go back in there at the end of the show? Because then you walked in the RV, you get the smell of shit hits you right in the face. Because there's no ventilation, they're on display. You imagine how pissed off that guy was when he found that white, tighty-whitey underwear? Because Bruce said it was all wadded up in a ball. And you can see the shit in it in the bowl. Class act. I tell you, man, that was crazy. That's why you can't trust a fart. It happened to me. It happened to me probably, I was on a golf course. I don't know how long ago. I was in my early 40s. And I was playing golf with 3 guys. And I didn't shit myself, but I felt the fart coming. And I let it fly. And a little juice came out with it. And I clamped it up really fast and said, oh, fuck. Give me that towel off the fuck. I grabbed the towel because every golf bag has a towel on it. You clean balls and you can clean your club head. I said, guys, I'm going to go out in the woods. I'll be right back. I got to take a piss. I lied to him. Went out there, dropped my pants, and cleaned off what little dripple came out my ass. Oh, yeah. And I took the towel and I threw it in the fucking forest. You can't trust a fart. I'm telling you that right now. And there's probably people out there right now laughing. Because it's happened to them, but they would never admit it. See, I just admitted it. I did it. And the last one I was at, I don't know what store it was. It was one of 13 stores I was in. Me and another guy were out in front of the seafood shop. And this customer walked up to us. And he was an older guy. I forget how long ago it was. I was just hired. I was brand new with the company. So it was probably 89 because I got hired in 89. 89, 90, right in there. And he was an older guy. Not elderly, but older guy. He goes, you guys got a bathroom here? You guys got a public bathroom here? I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. He was like freaking out. And we said, yeah, just down here a little bit ways. And there's like restroom signs hanging on the ceiling. Go in there. And he's walking slowly but quick, walking gingerly but quickly as possible. And you can see just before he makes the turn, before he makes the turn into the restroom, a ball of shit came out of the bottom of his pants. Gary, why are you laughing? Because it was funny. You got to admit. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there watching the show right now that can admit that, hey, Gary, I've seen it happen to people. It's happened to me. While you're in YouTube tonight watching that reporter, there's a bunch of little things in there where you can see people shitting. There's one in there you can type in, girl shits herself in a hot tub. It was fucking hilarious. She's in this hot tub with a bunch of other people, and they're all jamming, hanging out. It's nighttime. It's getting close to being nighttime, and she's sitting here in one corner, and her girlfriend's here, and then there's a guy, and there's another guy, and they're just all hanging out. And all of a sudden, she stands up, and as she stands up, runny shit, diarrhea is coming out of her fucking bottom of her bikini pants into the pool, and it's like a giant cloud of like a explosion of shit coming out of her ass into the hot tub, and the people in the hot tub are freaking out, and they jump out of like rats jumping off of a ship. It's Mother Nature. It's the biological function of the human body. You got to know when to say when. And when people say, oh, I've never shit myself, I've never had that happen to me, that's when karma steps in and goes, okay, I'll wait for how many times do you think in the history of the world there's been people out there on a dance floor at a prom or a wedding? One too many drinks, one too many servings of pie or wedding cake or garbage they ate at the wedding. And they're dancing, they're getting the groove on, they're wearing white slacks or they're wearing tan slacks, and they're getting the groove on, and they're bending over and they're jumping back and they shit their pants right there in the fucking wedding. You know what's happened? I would just like to be present when that happens so I can see it. And I can be like, yes, look at that fucking guy. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Like I said, it happened to me on the golf course. But Tommy doing that in that camper trailer? What a fucking pig. The least he could have done was clamp his ass cheeks shut, put one hand back there and pull it up a little higher and go to the porta potty and clean up. But he left his shit fucking covered underwear in this camper trailer toilet. All right, I gotta go. I wanted to share that tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. God, I gotta take a shower yet. Anyway, you all have a fantastic night. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for stopping by. And remember, don't ever trust a fart. Peace out.